Oh, it's gonna broadcast audio, so at least we'll have a mic check before I mute my computer. Oh, it's gonna broadcast. Yep, there it is. Alright, computer's muted. I know we have sound. I don't need to hear my own voice. Who am I here with?
You're here with Jenna. Your girlfriend.
Yes.
Also known as Lover Epsilon.
And I am Pi, because I am fat.
And I'm tall and skinny.
Alright, guess
I made an engineer joke, but he said it was because he was fat.
Why are they mutually exclusive?
Okay, no, let's do it! We say that a lot, with horrible Spanish accents. This would be like our third playthrough. Third level, third time streaming.
Yeah.
Lovers in a dangerous space-time. So we're like levels every nothing. We're on level 6?
We're on chapter 3, I guess?
Chapter 3? Nice.
We're going to fight a fish?
No, I don't want to fight fish. Actually, we're good at fighting fish because we had fish for dinner. No, we had crustaceans, I guess.
Alright, this is a shoot gun. Oh, I forgot we're in the middle of a level because... Oh, this is gonna be great. And also, we didn't shoot all of the bonus stuff at the bottom there.
Oh, crap. Hey, I believe I'm shield.
Yes, I think that is correct.
Oh, that's not shield, that's driving.
No, I'm driving.
Okay.
Ooh, bunny information.
How do you get to the map again?
That's this thing up here. Where the bunny thing is.
Oh.
There's a rabbit up there. Save the bun.
Get out of my seat.
There we go.
I'm shield as always, and then he drives and shoots guns. And I stay shield.
You're shield and map, I'm everything else.
Yeah, basically.
What are you? You're also my insurance policy when I drive poorly.
Yeah, because I'm shield. So when you run into stuff, I'm like, hey, do not hit that, please. Thank you.
We're gonna go in there. Oh, bottom. Oh, go up the ladder. Go up the ladder, you twat. What are these? What are you? I don't remember.
Those are the mechanical gems.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So they made like the things by me and stuff like that?
Yes.
I mean, it's got 2 gem slots.
I remember we didn't like these though, so that's why they were on the floor. That's why they're on the floor.
They made everything worse, actually.
I think the only thing they help is the motor.
Yeah, because they leave mines.
And that one that's on the right side.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because it turned our gun into like a flail.
Alright, I know what's gonna happen here. This gate's gonna close and we're going to be in for a fight.
Oh, really?
I know because I can tell. It's like, oh, you're going into a big arena. What is this? What is this? Why are we upside down? Why are we upside down? I don't like this. Ow.
My bad.
We're upside down. Out of... Oh, I accidentally kicked you out of the shields.
What do you mean?
I lost track of where I was because everything is upside down.
Well, I'm in control of the shields now. I'm doing a terrible job.
Behind us.
I know, but I have to choose between the mine and that thing.
Fuck off. Hey, no, help. no, let me, no, go this way, this.
I'm props to you. That was awesome.
Ugh.
Hey, guess what? I did a horrible job.
Alright. We're right side up again. No. Shit.
Yeah, you're still a bad driver.
Hey.
You're an excellent driver.
I'm okay driving in real life, and that's all that matters.
Yes, you're better than me at real life driving.
I wouldn't say better than you. I'd say better in traffic.
That's a lot of times, you know. I don't do well with traffic. I have to get here this time. Because usually when I go to see Noah, I go to see like he lives in like a kind of rural part. Let's say rural to keep it simple. It's not actually rural. Rural. I hate that word so much. But he lives in a town that it's not too bad to drive in. It's not bad traffic. The drive up is lovely. So, but this time I had to go see him at college. And I didn't know this, but the college he goes to, I just never bothered to look it up.
I can't blame you.
It's right next to DC. So I had to go around DC to go.
Actually, I want to check something real quick. Let's make sure that we can hear you, because I'm the one with the mic.
Go around DC.
Yep, we can hear you.
Yay,
you'd have to run. Alright, it's just the Noah show right now, which means that it is significantly worse. For multiple reasons, not only that it's just me driving, but it's also just me, which means it sucks.
I'm back. But I probably blow my nose and make people listening.
Oh shit, that's what that does. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, did we take damage?
A little bit. It was my fault,
sorry.
honestly.
Ooh, boy. Hey, guys. They heard about the Noah show and they wanted to join in.
They wanted to
destroy you.
I'm utilizing water to our advantage. Because their bullets cannot go through the water.
But ours can. Physics.
We just have special bullets, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, I need you to not run into that because I'm blocking. I don't really need to because the water is doing that, but I'm sorry if I'm sniffling. Everyone watching.
Oh, no one.
I'm allergic to dogs and Noah has too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I drove around DC. There's a great highway, which Noah will now say the name of.
495.
So you can look it up and know that when I was in traffic for 2 hours, that's where I was. And I hated it. I was shaking. I almost had a panic attack at least twice. There was a moment when I was driving and there was such chaos on the road. I think people were trying to merge into a lane they realized that they had done a dumb and were in the wrong lane and they were trying to merge. Ooh, what are those?
Boats of some nature? They are now dead. I don't care what they were, they ceased to exist.
No matter what they were.
Oh.
We get like notifications if people are watching. So, if you guys watching want to say something, chat's pretty friendly. Pretty quiet, but it's friendly.
Yeah.
We've got it right here, so if you want to ask us a question or anything, we'll...
Your chat is much different when you're here now, I guess.
Oh yeah, because I'm usually the chat.
Yeah.
So without me, there's nobody.
Hey, could you block in the direction of that glowy thing?
Yeah.
Because that's what hurt us the last time.
Oh yeah! How did you remember that?
No, I mean, it hurt us like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, when I was blowing my nose?
Yes. Exactly when. Oh, evil fish. Angry fish.
But now I can say that I survived 2 hours of DC traffic. And I was quite proud of myself. I also made a really dumb joke that day, so... Do you want me to explain the dumb joke?
That is up to you. Do you
I'm
want
explain the dumb joke.
Do you want everyone to leave?
Something in chat. I'm gonna hold them hostage.
Don't hold them hostage with your shitty joke.
Should I call it? It's the worst joke.
It was funny. It was dumb, but it was
like
funny.
He wanted to break up with me. Like, no joke.
Nah.
He just had this look of, like, disappointment. Oh, yeah.
We bounce.
That's why I like the shield. It's passive, but so impactful.
Ruh-roh. Anytime there's an alarm. Ow. Alright. Get out of here, glowy friend.
Where should I be?
Behind us. I can cover this side if you cover that side.
Also behind us in a circular.
Yeah, I realized the flaw in this logic.
So, my horrible, fantastic joke was that, oh, that was close. You might have taken advantage of that. Is that Noah was telling me that the University of Maryland has a great class, because Marylanders are Marylanders.
Merlin. We are Merlin, actually. we are all wizards.
That's perfect, because I was about to say that you were all about the Bay. You're all about the Bay. They love the Bay. They get high off the Bay.
I mean, that's because of all the heroin in it.
Yeah.
Not actually, but you probably could find a hypodermic.
They were mean to their water for a real long time, and now they're trying to say sorry for their years of abusive relationship toward it by offering classes at the University of Maryland that talk about fish. And he said the phrase, "You learn about fish math," which was, I forgot what your example was.
It wasn't important.
Not important. It was like, this many carp or fish stay here and they have babies or whatever. You sell them for this or something like that. It was something fish related. He's like, you learn about fish math. And I was like, that's not fish math. And he's like, what now? And I was like, that's not fish math. He's like, well, what's fish math? And I was like, and I made a fish noise. And that was it. That was my thing. Is that fish math is actually just fish trying to do math. By making
Yeah, as you do.
Toward the mic. You're welcome.
Yes, the universe can now enjoy that sound.
I was imitating, for those of you who have seen the fantastic movie Chicken Little, there is a character named Fish Out of Water, which is a goldfish with a scuba diving helmet. And it talks for the entire movie, like, and it was honestly the best character.
Come here, you prick.
Chicken Little, better than Goosey Lucy, better than Foxy Loxy. Foxy Loxy at the end, which is a different character than regular Foxy Loxy. Do you ever forget how to swivel the controllers? Because I do. A lot. I tried to play Hue the other day, which I'm not going to explain it, but it involves you moving the joystick.
It's a puzzle platformer.
It's a puzzle platformer that involves using the joysticks quite quickly. And I could not do it. I could not do it.
It was...
It was sad.
it was so hard not to help. But I wanted you to do it. I wanted you to feel success.
And I did feel success. I felt defeat. A lot of defeat. Nice. You're welcome.
Thank you. But honestly, I wasn't steering at that point. I was like, help.
Everything's fine. We have 2 enemies over there, but they're probably the boats because they're staying in the water. Yeah, they're water bottom. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to see if I could kill them before leaving.
They're the boats.
I know they're the boats.
Yeah. You can fly real high. Oh, hi! I'm sorry! That was clutch. Is that how you use that word, clutch?
I don't know, but it was funny regardless. Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck you, guy. Not you. Oh, I was talking to the enemy, not you.
Well, that's a relief. They just went that way. Okay.
He has bad aim.
He tried real hard, though.
He can't really hit the toilet seat.
Living with him is you, I mean. All of these monster things must be horrible for you. Can't aim.
I don't trust this. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Shoot it anyway. Shoot the things you don't trust.
Wow, we are American. I don't want your stupid metal gem. Stop it.
You like the power gems only. We will be returning this. Please enclose the receipt.
This is gonna be another fight. Be ready.
Okay, just tell me which side you're covering with the gun and which side I'm supposed to be covering with shield.
Alright, I'm just kind of, honestly, I'm waiting for the gun to, that, like, round gun to be in a good position. Yeah. I'm gonna cover...
Ah! That thing! That thing!
Uh-oh. Oh.
What was that?
So what that thing does is it sets a mine. Oh. I don't care what that thing does, it's dead.
Ah, it's dead now. Done.
He gone.
Finito.
He dead.
So I hope everybody's having a good night. You're welcome. I'm honestly, whenever I do that, I surprise myself.
And I honestly don't care so long as they die. Come here.
Hope everybody's having a good night.
Come here. Come here, you
We
ass prick.
apple picking.
We did.
We had breakfast. It was a good breakfast. Brunch, honestly.
Why was it brunch?
Because it was so late, because I don't like morning.
Indeed. I feel like there's a little red and oh, it's a meteor.
Oh, but it doesn't like the water.
I don't care what it doesn't like. I punched it.
These jellyfish are such little jerks.
Those would be the dogs we referenced earlier.
Why are they mad?
Because I don't know. They're mad because they want to be. Ah, funny. There's one in the area we haven't been to yet.
That's weird. That's a weird coincidence. Why are they mad? Or so excited? Is somebody here?
I don't know.
Dylan here?
I doubt it. Wah.
Wow.
Wah.
Honestly, I know it showed me the Star Bomb song earlier.
Oh yeah, I introduced. Oh, you saved us by accident.
How did I do that?
You happened to point the shield in the right direction as that was coming at us.
I didn't know you were gonna kill it.
I'm killing everything.
In what order?
Oh,
look!
fuck off.
We really need to start getting receipts for this.
Punch. Come here. Come here. I want to punch you.
Okay,
Ow. Alright, I got over ambitious. I'm aware.
okay, what was I gonna say?
Something about Star Bomb.
Oh yeah. Just because of that Star Bomb song, I like Luigi way more now. I have feelings against Mario. Negative feelings.
And she's referencing Luigi's Ballad.
Like, I don't like Mario. Mario's a fuckboy. I think that's the first time I've ever cussed publicly.
And it was to make fun of Mario in a song that. Oh, that's perfect.
I mean, he was a jerk. I didn't like him. And he was ruining... I didn't like Peach either, honestly. Luigi was the only person in that song that had like a good heart. That I was like, I'm rooting for you, boy.
You're too nice.
I call Mario a fuckboy. How am I nice? I'm still mean and evil.
Right.
Bad, toxic.
Oh yes, I honestly I'm just having a negative influence on you.
No, it's that the phrase fuckboy does not exist without the word fuck. So
Yeah.
I need that to say the phrase.
This is
And we
true.
don't have an equivalent as us non-cussing people. A non-cusser does not have it.
Oh, we are.
I also have issues with the phrase bitch face, like resting bitch face. Like, we don't have that. Like, I have to always, like, stop when I'm like, because I talk about it quite frequently because I have that. Like, my resting face looks like I'm upset. Like, I'm not happy with you, or the family, or the cow, or that is a reference.
Dishonor upon you. Dishonor upon your family.
Dishonor upon the cow. It's funny because it's not a cow.
I've also never seen that movie.
How have you not seen Mulan?
I don't watch things.
You don't watch Disney things.
I don't watch things.
I had to show him Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, there's a lot of other Disney movies I haven't seen too.
We're gonna watch Mulan, Little Mermaid. I'm probably gonna get crucified for saying that, but I do not.
I think I've never seen the movie. I remember an old Disney animated show, Little Mermaid, though, that I watched.
Who cares about that?
I mean,
If it doesn't have Prince Eric, the Dreamboat, who cares? Like, that's the best part about that movie, is that he's like the best looking Disney prince. I mean, the prince, which is named Prince Adam, by the way, in Beauty and the Beast, is a very hot. It is hot if you're like in that. If you're like into like 17th century French dudes. Like, he has a certain hairstyle, he has a certain look about him.
I mean, the problem with being into 17th century French dudes is they're all dead. Yes, I realize that was a terrible joke. Quite frankly, I do not care. It sums me up.
Hey, that thing is gonna do something.
It's gonna go boom. Gonna make it go boom. Boom.
Woo! I Hit it.
Boom.
Hey, there's something up there. Oh, yeah. Going bonus level? Going bonus stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna go this way.
Okay. There's another problem with 17th century dudes, but...
Should I ask?
I mean, there's a lot of issues.
Yay!
With 17th century dudes. Hey, could you figure out where to put that and help me? One, French don't like to bathe. Two, the French are kind of dicks. I'm saying it, I don't like the French.
Ow.
They're lazy, their work ethic is terrible. They make pretty things, but I don't know. The war thing.
In the words of
They're
Cole,
stuck up. And remember that story that Bernie told about how he lived in Texas for so many years and never heard the N-word?
Yes.
Went to France for 5 minutes and heard it.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot of issues with France.
In the words of Call of Duty 3, there are only two things the French are good at: surrendering and kissing.
Oh boy! I couldn't dodge all of those.
I can't blame you.
I say dodge, but I mean block.
I know what you meant. I'm a pretty good Jenna decoder. I got the decoder ring and a box of Cracker Jacks.
That's why we're dating. Is that a central reading to the wrong person? And you went did that because, well, you know all my secrets.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be with someone much better than me.
Who?
Anyone?
I mean, if there are options, let me know, because I couldn't find any in my very short time.
That's the thing, you didn't do a really good search.
I did! I existed for a real long time and no one cared. I'm the girl in movies that everybody thinks it's unrealistic that she's never been asked out on a date because she's kind of pretty, and then everybody's like, that's not realistic, and I was like, I need you to talk. I need you to, like, we need to talk. And then I found this lug in the garbage, and I picked him up.
At least you acknowledge that I am in fact garbage.
I mean, I'm garbage too. I live in the dumpster where I found you, so it was perfect, honestly. Hey, we have like 3 of these outside. Yee! That's a weird noise.
Yee! Oh.
I'm noticing that all of the good stuff is like off the beaten path, so maybe it's a good thing. There's another car again. No!
I just threw it and it bounced. Alright, you go in the pile. Oh, let's do a count. Oh, no. Let's kill this guy, then we'll do a count.
This thing is so, like, 3-year-old little boy is like, I'm gonna leave stuff around your house that makes you miserable, and I'm gonna walk away and look adorable. And then you won't want to be mad at me, but...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now you have to uncover that, because that's actually useful, and then if it's covered by useless nonsense, then how do we get to it?
This is our junk drawer.
Our junk drawer. Metal gems. I wish there was a commerce system so we could sell them.
Says the accountant.
I think I'm just a person that lives in a society that is of eBay and Amazon. Just like, you don't want this thing, but other people will want this thing and they'll give you money so you can buy things you want. Those mines are really helpful. I like those.
Yes, that is...
It's gonna be a trap.
Yep, this is one of 2 places where the metal gem is useful. This one and this one here is actually kind of useful.
Yeah, that thing just does damage.
Like, the yellow gem is the thing that makes the shooty happen, but Imagine if we played this with 4 people. We'd be unstoppable. But they'd probably ramp up the difficulty.
Oh man. I don't know what that is, but it looks scary.
It looks scary, I'm gonna go poke it with a stick.
Oh, they're just fans.
Apparently I'm Steve Irwin.
Stingrays aren't that scary.
Wow. I was just going for like, oh, it's an angry crocodile. I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Honestly, that every time I think of Steve Irwin, how he died. I'm still mad about that.
Did you get the angry fish on the back? Like, they're little pansies, but they're such a pain.
But they do significantly less damage than the other fish, so...
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's more. I love more of them. I love when the controller vibrates.
Yeah. Hey. Fuck you. Get out of here, you little shits.
Still no, cat. But that's okay.
Yeah, we're the only ones here. You scared off our one viewer by telling them to talk. Like, talk, you motherfucker.
I did not say that. I was much nicer.
Bwomp, 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 bwomp.
But honestly, I'm such a hypocrite because I'm such a lurker when I'm in other streams. I'm just like, I'm not here, guys. I'm not here. And then when I, like, in my own stream, I'm just like, oh, I talk to people.
So that's what you have to realize when you're an unpopular streamer.
It's not that we're unpopular, it's that I just assume our friends are watching us. You know, I just want to talk to them. But maybe our friends are not watching.
See, I assume nothing.
Assume nothing.
Yeah, that's how I get through life. That way I'm never disappointed.
You sound like my brother. You just have very similar views on life.
Listen, when life keeps kicking you in the shins, you expect another kick.
I get that. I'm still convinced that you're gonna break up with me.
I mean, same.
I'm just like, no, he's too nice. There's gotta be something wrong with him. Honestly, I don't think that. I think that there's going to be something wrong with you. That you're gonna be like, oh, it's totally okay to cheat or something. Like there's.
I mean, it is, obviously.
There was a story on Twitter of this girl, and she had like was in a 3-year relationship, and she was gonna marry this guy, and she was like, fiance, loved him a lot, knew him really well, and then out of the blue, he's like, you're really successful, and that intimidates me, and I don't like it. I would prefer if you got a different job because you're too intimidating. And she's like, I had no idea that's the way he felt, or like he was so like this or anything, and she has like no indication. I just assume that that's what's gonna happen with you because I've met so many horrible people. So you're just gonna be secretly a horrible person.
It's not a secret. I'm shit.
No, I think that's the thing is that you admit it so readily that you can't be an actual horrible person. Like you're too self-aware.
Yes, I know that I'm terrible. I'm fully aware.
But you're not actually terrible. You're a great person.
You say that.
You're awesome. What are you talking
I mean, for example, the whole like cheating is okay thing, right?
No, cheating is like a relationship. Cheating on text is different. And then there's like...
What did you think I meant? That's what I meant.
I want to hit him. Guys, can I hit him?
No one's here. There will be no evidence.
Hey, Jenna, in the future, because I'm the only one watching this.
It's because you're the only one who knows where to find them.
Is that the only reason? Because they just don't know they're available.
I mean, no. No one watched them live. Why are they gonna watch the rebroadcast?
Or the stuff on your YouTube channel.
It doesn't exist.
Oops. Absolutely does not exist. Uh-huh.
You twat.
Ah, that's how dare you. And actually, twat means vagina and vaginas are awesome, so thank you.
I don't give a fuck what it means.
You just called me awesome. Thank you.
Want me to call you something else then?
What?
I have no fucking clue.
I could only think of like one that would be an actual insult because it just refers to my father. It's not my favorite person. Why are they barking?
Because they're dogs and that's what they do.
Why?
They bork a woo.
No. No.
Richie, is that you?
No, it's not Ricky. It's just you shouting into the darkness. Richie? And it's like, no, it's not Richie. You're just saying a porco. That's a thing, isn't it? Not that thing, I mean. The thing we're about to go in.
Yeah.
Are these fans able to hurt us, or are they just really dead?
You know what? I don't want to find out. Why you have to be upside down?
For challenge. Oops.
What?
I messed up. It hit us real hard.
I feel like a lot of things hit us real hard.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? It's
I
okay.
missed twice.
It happens.
And now we're at almost half health. And you're dealing with this crazy upside down stuff.
So much love. Mwah.
Mwah. Though I am quite tired, so I will be back. Oh, I thought we can't run into those things. You can run into those things. Excellent. Excellent shooting.
Want to get health while we're here?
Sure.
There's an angry thing down here. Oh, it's just a rock. All right, Charlie Brown. All right, Charlie Brown, calm down.
Okay, okay.
I'm just.
No, all angry rocks have to be done.
Well, I realized that there were enemies coming at us from up top, so I was being careful.
You mean that one?
Yes.
Get her away.
Defense screen. Defense screen. This is not working at all, but it's fun.
I understand.
It's Cole. Hi, Cole.
Cole!
Welcome to the shit show.
Hi, Cole.
How you feeling, Boo?
Are you still high? For the record, he is sick and he is on over-the-counter. Not over-the-counter. Isn't it called over-the-counter? If you can just walk up to it?
I have no idea.
Or is it over-the-counter, like, you have to go over-the-counner? I always get those mixed up. But the kind where you can just walk up.
No, I didn't mean to take the shield.
Why you take my job? I got one job.
Didn't mean to. Sorry. I ran all the way up here from this. Punch.
Yee. Nice. Disoriented, my dear? Yeah, I've been there. Honestly, I've been there when I'm not sick.
Yeah, confused is just my general state of existence, so...
No, that's Cole's state of existence. Remember, Cole fused and Noah CERN.
This is true. But then again, my tagline is confused and concerned.
You have a tagline?
I mean, it just sums up my existence.
Noah was a movie.
It just sums up my existence.
Confused and concerned. The hot teacher story.
You really do like glasses, huh?
Listen. What, friends? We need all the friends we can get, am I right?
I guess we'll get an engine upgrade.
Was there a shield upgrade?
Not that we could get.
Okay. How are you, love?
I'm alive. Let's punch the things. What am I doing? The present is here. Ooh, another power gem. I'm gonna put you on this. Oh!
What'd you do?
Oh hell!
Oh wow!
We just created a disco. Now what's this do now? Ooh, it shoots two of them. I can deal with that.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Hold on one sec. We have a wrench, so we can take one of these off. I think.
Yeah, but everything's fine. We hate the...
Yeah, you're right. I just wanted to see what it was, because I forget.
We can't go anywhere. There you go. Ready?
You want to
Wow.
switch?
Hope you didn't see that.
So you, Cole.
He's confused. Yeah, actually. Over there.
Sounds good.
Go south. There's nothing for us north.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of the maps.
Aside from up there, in that corner in the top.
Yeah, but
We'll
get
go-
up there,
yeah,
you
we'll
have to
go.
take a jet stream, which involves going down there anyway.
Yep, we'll go the roundabout. Or, hold on. Want to just head east first?
Yeah. I mean west.
Whatever. Left.
Left works. Do you ever wonder sometimes who named like really basic things like left and right?
No, actually, and now that you've said that, I wonder why I've never wondered that.
Do you ever wonder?
Don't you even?
I hate myself, I'm sorry. No one ever gets to tell Charlie. That dies right now. He'll never know because I'm the only one who watches this. It's so cool. We love you, Cole.
Love you very much, Cole.
I hope you get better soon, boy.
Cole said the same.
I do, and it bothers me. I know, right? Like, who designed it so L left is L with your finger? Because, man, I owe them my life. I mean, literally, I might owe them my life. Like, so many times in traffic, I'll be like, I'm supposed to go which way again? And then I'll look at my hands. Well, I'll just, like, check with my hands. I think about that stuff all the time. Like, who named things?
It might explain why you had so much trouble in traffic the other day.
That was not it. Though it would explain a lot of the trouble I've had in my life generally. Down. Down! Let's go down further to be dead.
10,000 leagues, or I think it's 20,000 leagues under the sea. Unter the sea.
Under the sea.
Unterseeboot. It's submarine in German.
What?
Unterseeboot.
Why do you...
U-boat.
It's also interesting to me that you are very German heritage, and you also really like war things, where you're usually the bad guys, honestly.
I mean...
Is that like...
Does that explain some things for you?
No, it just confuses me. Under the sea. Under the sea. Everything's better down where it's wetter. And...
I feel like there's an innuendo in that.
There definitely is. Definitely.
And yes, also same call. Punch.
Can you punch back?
No, because the punch is on the other side.
Can you hit it?
I mean, I can shoot it.
Shoot works.
Disco!
My controller is having a time. What?
It's under the sea.
It's getting wetter.
Oh, I hate myself.
I contributed, so you must be hating me too.
Nah.
I also love how there's gates for that wall.
Yeah,
You can't escape here. It's a wall.
It must be procedurally generated or something.
But honestly, I'm Italian, and it's never I've never thought about how Mussolini was a great person, but he was so he took such a backseat to it.
He did.
And then, when the Italians finally got their hands on him, they hung him publicly, at a gas station. So it's not like they didn't care. They were very much caring.
He died, and then they hung him by his feet.
Yeah, because we're Italian, and if you give Italians a bad name or make us mad, we're a little dramatic, okay? That's why we started the Mafia, because we're over-dramatic. Because we are all teenage girls that just want to gossip about, oh, did they mess up your jewelry store? We're also very family-oriented.
What are these?
Those things.
Tiny fish.
We're also very family-oriented, so if, somebody, messes with your family, you want them to die. And sometimes, we kill them. And that's just how that works. And I'm going to stop before I say too much, because I actually do have family that could be in Mafia fines, and may or may not be serving jail time. Because I'm related to songbirds as well, so they're in jail. They have less of a jail sentence, though. So, that's good.
Oh yeah, you're like, I'm related to songbirds.
They're the ones that tattle. The one that my dad can trace the most easily is the one that tattled. And unfortunately, he can now not go back to running his totally legitimate jewelry store, which is sad.
I was just checking to see if anyone had said anything.
No, I'm too big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have never met my mafia side of the family. I'm told it exists though.
You're too sweet.
I kind of just want the part of my family that just is very strong women, like from a family of just very strong women. Just like, I run businesses when women don't really run businesses. And I do things that, like I pack up and move places.
School of Angry Fish. Ah, they got one shot off. Gotta admit, that's not a great sound.
What? The bunny screaming?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an awful noise.
What the fuck is that? Oh, I remember those.
What?
I have a feeling we're gonna need to run.
What?
Let's kill... Oh, I was gonna say let's kill these first.
Well, you hit them. Ah, we'll
I think the shield hit them. No, I'm kidding.
That's not true.
Oh, yep.
Run.
No, we need to go this way. We need to go this way. No, we actually have to go this way.
Why?
Because that's where the exit is.
Does it spread and not stop? Because I thought it stopped at a certain point, and then we could just stay here.
I don't think it stops.
If they're bonus friends,
Then we...
it stops! It stops and it recedes, and then we can get the bonus friends. But no, we ran right through it and chickened out.
So what? We'll go back and get them another time.
Can we redo the level?
I don't think.
Okay.
Until we beat this, I think.
Oh, okay. We'll do that. It's a beam. Where do you want the beam? Do you want the top gun?
Sure.
Or the bottom gun?
Top gun.
Or the left gun?
Top. What does that turn you into, friend?
Machine gun!
The only thing is the damage each bullet does is really low.
How do you know that?
Because we've had one of these before.
What are you doing?
Look. Look at what, Cole?
What's up, boy? You don't gotta... Why is this thing moving?
You don't gotta hit hard, you just gotta hit a lot. That is true. Sure.
You also have to be very precise with your hits.
Shield. Alright.
What?
I'm being an idiot.
What are you doing?
Ignore me.
I can't ignore you. You're my teammate. I have to rely on you.
That's a shame. We gonna fight a fish. He angry.
The things remind me of the stuff in Atlantis.
He's shooting mines out his butt.
That sounds like a conversation. You should see it back there. Can you line him up and just hit him with that gun thing?
I'll try. Come here. Come here, you wanker. No. Oh, go up, go up. Nah, it moved.
Oh. Almost hit the mine.
Ooh. Ow. Also, it turns very, very slowly. Ow.
Where did you get hit by?
One of the little shits. Ow. Alright, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drive us away a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna get some space. Maybe take out a few of these mines.
What is that?
That was a wave of some nature.
He's saying hi. He's also got like fish inside him, so I feel like he's this angry because he's got fish inside him. Maybe we should just send him to a doctor. Maybe get him a healthcare plan. That's my plan. That people make these decisions because they don't have proper healthcare. Oh boy, you almost got sent in today.
I was also driving away, so that didn't help.
I bet that if we get hit by that thing, it's gonna get like it doesn't help. And it makes our controller vibrate.
What's wrong with that? You seem to have a lot of issue with vibrating controllers.
I don't have issues. I don't have any issues. And butt munching, stop it. Oh my god. Stop it. What?
We shoot the head now. Shoot him in the face! He moved. You punched him.
Because he wouldn't stay still. Oh.
Boy.
Hey, stop that. I understand you have fish in your stomach, which must be uncomfortable, but...
I was just checking what Cole had said a minute ago. We did it!
That wasn't that bad.
We killed the fish.
Remember that one time where we accidentally started 3 boss battles when they were supposed to be all done separately?
Yeah, I think so. Or no, we didn't... it wasn't exactly how it worked. But yes, I do.
Hey, they just took all of our gems.
I know.
Are they gonna give them back?
Nope.
What do you mean?
Weber! Huzzah! We now have Hopper and Weber. What's up, love?
Ready?
As I'll ever be. I do need to stretch. Yes, we know how this works.
Symbol 0. Oh, we're in snow now. Approaching absolute 0. Stay frosty.
It's approaching. Okay. I appreciate you, game, but.
What? What about absolute 0? What smart person thing do you not that you know about
Absolute 0 is where all molecular motion stops.
Where is that? Where in nature do you find it?
It literally does not exist. We have never been able to achieve it.
I was about to say.
We are going to put you here.
Do they have an estimated point at which we probably exist?
No, like, it is a value that exists that has not been attained or reached or found.
Isn't it like one of those things where the universe has so many finite rules, so for this to exist, this has to also exist?
It's one of those things where it exists, we know it exists, but it's impossible to create or observe or attain.
How do we know it exists?
Because there has to be a point where molecular motion will stop.
I feel like that's another one of those things that I was talking about where it's like, oh, guess what? We should get meteors shot at us. You want me to focus on those or the meteors?
You focus on the meteors. I'm gonna just get rid of this asshole real quick.
We're just getting pushed away, that's all.
Yeah. But,
So what about absolute 0?
Absolute 0 is like... What is it like? What is it like in something you'll understand?
Well, I was telling you about that thing about our justice system is that you have guilty and then you have punished and not punished and you have guilty and not guilty. So there is, because there are those two different factors and all combinations are possible, there is a combination where somebody is guilty and the court can still not prosecute because of something that just the court decides. It's not supposed to happen, and it's kind of a stupid thing that could happen, is that somebody is guilty of committing a crime and nobody wants to prosecute them. I'm sorry, but I'm getting hit all the time.
I know. I'm trying to help with that.
You're good. I just don't know where to block.
We're being blown.
I thought being blown was a good thing.
I was just about to make that joke.
You need to type faster. We had this problem when we were just online. It was just typing.
But what absolute 0 is like I said, it's a point where all molecular motion stops. It is a point where there is 0 heat energy in an object. So what that means is that there can be no heat transfer. So the problem with it observing or obtaining absolute 0, because it does not exist in nature.
Wouldn't observing and attaining something also mean that molecular energy has not stopped because you can both observe it and attain it?
So, good. Yeah, thank you, Cole. Absolute 0 is 0 on the Kelvin scale.
Oh, so it's a 0 on temperature, so it's got to exist, but you have never seen it.
It is impossible because we've gotten close to it. In a laboratory, they use lasers to try and stop
I thought lasers were hot.
No, they're not necessarily hot. They're just a energy. No, go up this ladder, idiot. So what they're doing is they're shooting lasers from a bunch of directions to make it so that you're hitting the molecule from all sides so it won't move. Kind of like if you are being pushed from all sides, you're going to stay still. So the only problem with obtaining absolute 0 is the fact that you're gonna have a lab with this molecule, which is on a table, which is connected to the ground, which is connected to the earth, which is being shot by the sun. So there's always this tiny bit of energy getting to the molecule.
If you did the same experiment in space, would it work?
No, because again, your lab is on a table in a spaceship, which has energy in it.
Hey, we're almost dead.
I know, I'm aware.
I'm doing a really bad job.
I'm doing my best, but these things are really hard to kill. Thanks for that little boost of health.
It's like, I'm sure you only guys. Can't we just run away?
Hey, Bambi, how are you?
Bambi!
So what you've come into is a discussion of temperature.
Yeah. Basically, the game said something about absolute zero, and Noah was like, that's wrong. And I was like, why is it wrong?
Honestly, it was just a good excuse to talk about something. I don't know.
It's vamping.
Yeah, because God knows we need to.
Do we need to vamp?
I mean, I know I'm not interesting enough for this.
You're crazy. I mean, that conversation just reminded me of whenever I explain a medical condition I have. Because to the medical community, I have this thing that nobody knows what it is. And then to everybody else, I can say something wrongly, and it makes more sense. It's more accessible. But the doctors and my best friend who is a nurse, it's just like, that's not accurate. It's like, I understand it's not, but also understand not everybody has a medical degree. So I think absolute zero is one of those things where you care, but to explain it, you can say it, but it's not accurate. That's interesting. You played this on your own?
Alright.
Andy!
Just keep it pointed that direction.
I can't.
Well, I mean, point it towards both of them. You have a semi-wide shield.
I can't do it when you drive like that.
You're the worst.
I'm not. You're the worst driver. Actually, that was good.
I should have just let that thing kill him.
Yeah. Hey, there's a bunny over there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Just point towards. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna shoot and assume that there's gonna be... Yeah. I'm like, I know... Oh, what? How?
Because it doesn't destroy the world, it just...
Listen, when a bomb goes off, you run.
You run, but you don't assume world ending. You assume it's going to recede.
I don't know about you, but when a bomb starts taking over the map, you run the fuck away no matter where you have to go.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to assume it's the end of the world until proven otherwise.
If you run away... Hey, look, it receded!
I know this now.
That's why I dated you, because you listen so well. I love you.
I also just like being fighty.
You do, and when there's an explosion, you lose all reasoning. It's just like, no, we must run away or we'll die.
Listen, I'd rather live and ask questions after the fact than be dead.
I just ask questions now and die now. Honestly, my life, my academic career, I ask too many questions and die.
Yes,
academic.
I have decided that I just simply need to accept. That is, I don't ask questions.
Okay, we need to go up.
Us too. Don't forget us.
Oh, we were single for a long time. Like, 23 years, long time.
21.
I was single until a couple months before my 24th birthday. If you want to count from the day I was born. That's how long I was single. Never had a boyfriend. Never... I had a couple boys interested, but they were... they gave up.
I had a girlfriend I didn't know about.
That's a funny story. It's not really a girlfriend you didn't know about. It's like, why not the shield though?
We usually put the metal on the shield actually.
Okay. Sounds. Cult boy. Oh yeah. So.
Hold on, I'm trying to read.
He said Cult boy. So that was one of the boys that.
No, I was reading Bambi's message, but you tell your story. Tell your story.
Basically, I accidentally joined a cult, and that was one of the boys that was interested. I think I was more interested in him than he was in me. Just a few people sort of dated a girl in high school. IDK. Never got that close, Bambi. Never got that close. Noah was my first kiss at age 23. So, to all the people that think romance is dead and that everybody loses their virginity when they're like 15, not like that for everybody.
I mean, it's not like I wasn't trying, but...
Hi, you were trying. I was homeschooled. I didn't want to. I was like, all of my dating options are rednecks, so we're not going to do that.
Now, what's wrong with that?
Oh, I did have a crush on a boy in my church. He's gay now, so that's how well that went. He
that sounds like
me, and I was in love. I just thought he was really good looking. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe the reason he was so good looking is.
Well, thank you for playing for the other team, then, friend.
His name is John. The funny thing is that his name is John Hamm. Do you know the actor's name?
There's an actor named John Hamm.
There is an actor named John Hamm. He plays Mad Men. He's quite famous. That joke would be not lost on
the majority of normal people.
I've never seen Mad Men, but I am aware of its existence and of John Hamm's existence because I knew another John Hamm that was a blonde homeschooler that is now gay in New York City. Shout out to you, John Hamm. May the force be with you.
Gay in New York City sounds like a Broadway musical.
Honestly, I hope he's doing well. I haven't talked to him in years and years, but he threw a lizard on me. I cried and tattled to his mother, and from that day forward, I had a huge crush on him. Kinda didn't have a crush on him anymore after we left that church, because we moved. I still thought he was cute like years later, and then he left the church, and I was like, why did he leave? And he's like, oh, he was gay, so he left. I was like, I love homophobia. It's great. That was probably my first experience with homophobia. This is a different subject, but there would just be people that are like, oh, they're gay, and they're not allowed to be at this place anymore, and I was like, okay.
See, yeah, I'm in that boat, Bambi, where it's like, anything that happens before, like, I'd say elementary school obviously doesn't count.
See, John never knew that I liked him. To this day, he probably never knew that I liked him. And he probably doesn't care. He probably has a lovely boyfriend in New York City, who I'm sure is great. But a demon for 3 days when I was 18. Should I tell the story of Coldplay?
That is your decision.
It's fine. He doesn't know technology exists. He probably doesn't know what Twitch is, and if he did, I would hate for him to find Twitch because he would start broadcasting, and I would. Oh man. Cult Boy was in my art class, so imagine me, 21, getting out of depression, trying to, be a happy camper. Had no idea what my major was, so I took a lot of general classes.
We're just getting railed right now.
We are?
There we are. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Suck that, nerds.
So Jonathan actually was blonde, and so was Colt Boy. Colt Boy is still blonde. I don't know what John changed his hair color to.
You want to take the mic?
Sure.
You're the one talking.
So this is the story of Colt Boy. We call him that. I'm not going to say his actual name.
That's fine.
He wouldn't care. So Colt Boy was in my art class. He had a stupid haircut. For reasons I will get into. And this is also going to get quite religious, so if religious talk like offends you or something, you might not want to listen to this. Basically, I was a very lonely Christian, desperate for companionship and a boyfriend. And he was in my art class, and he was like talking about Jesus and stuff, and I was like, yo, that's rad.
Oh, this is just getting worse and worse. Huh?
No, we're getting help.
Yeah, and enemies are spawning all around us.
Yeah, but that one's on the other side of that thing. That's bad. Hey, Noah?
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying.
I will resume the story of Colt Boy when we're done dying.
I'm trying, fam. Welcome to Bullet Hell. Stop spawning, you little prick-ass prick.
Okay, we need to get out of here. And I need to pay attention. Okay.
Alright. You. Die in a hole.
He has several times. So imagine me, depressed, lonely, wants a boy, and then there is a very mildly attractive boy that talks to her and is mildly friendly. Says, hey, do you want to come to my youth group? I was like, sure, man. I want to talk about Jesus. And he was like an endearing like archetype. Like he liked to draw, he liked to write, and he's like, yeah, I like my family. He was just really charming. He was really nice. I took a picture of him sleeping in class. Don't ask me why that. I still have that photo. So
remembering better times.
Man, not better times. Good Lord, no. So he's like, I want to invite you to my church, and I was like, okay, cool. So. To anybody who listens to this and has been to a Pentecostal church, or has any sort of church experience, I've been to the kind of denomination. Some denominations, I'm going to be honest, are kind of weird. There's some types of churches that are just weird. That's just how they are. But this was not just like denomination, regular weird. This was like a different kind of weird. They just believed things that were just very my way or the highway. And like very my way or the highway. Like if you don't believe this thing, then like there's some idiot Christians, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm one of them. I think I'm pretty logical. But there's some that are like, we're going to hold on to these old ideals that don't make sense. But we're going to hold on to them anyway. So I get into the church, and none of the girls are wearing pants. And I was like, this is kind of odd. I've had experience with this, but at least there was some variety in the church. So there was no variety in this church. And also, at the end of every service, everybody is crying. And I don't mean like some people are crying. Like Josh, oh man, I said his name. Colt Boy himself was like bawling his eyes out. Like every single church service.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna be able to find this.
Nah. Pitchfork in the other hand. His name is Josh. I'm sorry. So, yeah, they've got Old Testament in one hand, but they were also one of the people that if you talk to them and be like, you're the church is supposed to be like grace and loving. They'd be like, oh yeah, we're grace and loving, and then they would make their parishioners feel guilty in the other second. Like, it's like saying it was a very abusive church in the fact that they're like, oh, we don't expect, you know, the abusive relationships that are like, oh, I just expect you to do this, or like, I want you to do this, or but never actually say you're supposed to do this. It's like, oh, I'm a kind and loving person, but if you don't do this, I'm going to kind of treat you as lesser than. So this church is really into converting people into Christians, which I'm like, yeah, sure. If you want to be a Christian, I'll like talk about it with you. Like, it's a part of my life that I enjoy, and if you want to talk about it with me, I'll talk about it with you. But they were more pressuring about it. And I'll explain that by one of the church services that I attended there is that they had a guest speaker that literally put up a death counter of the world and was like, that person just died. Did they know Christ? I bet that person was your waiter. Did you talk about them talk to them about Christ? Like, basically blaming. It is a small church as well. I wonder why. Basically blaming this small church of maybe a couple, less than 100 people of like the salvation and decisions of the world. Like, and I was so mad, I almost walked out. I should have walked out, honestly. But they were just very aggressive and just like, you need to be saved now. Are you not sure you're saved? Been a Christian for a bunch of years, better save you again. And they were really into like baptizing. They're always posting on Facebook about the new person that they baptized. And that's cool if that person is into it, but pressuring somebody into that and like doing that hive mind thing where like, oh, we all received this word, which like about the skirts thing. So they had a thing where every girl in their church wore skirts, and my experience with God is that it tends to speak to people in different ways. So if he calls to a bunch of people in the same way, that's like pressure. That's like, oh, this is what you're hearing from God, not what is actually like. It's more based in like what we want you to hear than what is actually happening, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, they were definitely the kind of people that would shame you if they found out that you were pregnant or like something like that. Like, definitely the kind of person. And if you ask them about it, oh, I'm glad it paused there so I can have a moment to move my shield over there. Like, they were definitely like the kind of like, you must wear skirts and you have to have long hair. They never cut their hair. Okay, you need to run.
I'm trying.
They never cut their hair, which honestly, and he had the audacity, he kind of figured out that I liked him, and he had the audacity to tell me that I look better with long hair, when I do not look better with long hair. I look awful with long hair. I get really bad split ends when my hair is really long, and he...
forward.
And he told me that I look better with long hair, just so it would like fit to his like church standards. Oh man.
I'm trying.
You're fighting against us.
I'm fighting a losing battle is what I'm doing.
Yeah. We can do the wind and this thing at the same time. We're about to do it again.
Oh, it's putting a bunch of rocks around us.
Can you please kill it? So that was suspicious, and then I had the audacity. Somebody said that the world was created in 6 days, which is honestly science. He's like, no, it's not true. And I was like, well, basically I told him, maybe maybe it wasn't. And they're like, well, if it wasn't created in 6 days, God doesn't exist. They were very like, you have to think like us and you have to be like us, and we're not going to tell you outright to change your ways, but we're going to make you feel like a giant outcast. Gay, non-virgin, heathen with short hair, time to die. Honestly, Bambi, I would love for you to show up and just rock their worlds, because I felt different and I was wearing pants. Like, that was all I was doing, is that I had mildly different beliefs and that I wore pants. One of us. Honestly, that's what they would do. And if you didn't act like them, if you weren't bawling at the end of every service, you felt guilty. They would like make you feel guilty. So it got to the point where I was like, hey, you're a great friend. I think you're a really nice person. And, but I don't believe the same things as you do. And we started to try to discuss this. And he would, I was trying to do the thing that you're always supposed to do, like theoretically, when somebody believes differently than you, is you talk to them about it. You don't have yelling, screaming conversations. You have nice sit-down conversations. So I tried to do that. It didn't work out. He just pulled out his Bible. So I can't remember what led up to this. Oh yeah, so we were texting also pretty constantly. He came over to my house, met my parents. His family came.
Jesus.
What are we getting hit by?
We're getting hit by everything, is what we're getting hit by. I knew I should have just gone for the exit. We had enough, but I knew you would want the bonus ones.
I mean... Anyway, so I had told my family about this guy. I had told my coworkers about this guy. And they were already like, oh, Jenna's gonna marry this guy. And I was like, yeah, right. But I was like, I still kind of liked him. So he like came over to my house. He brought his family. I met his sister. His sisters had always wanted to take ballet lessons, and I was like teaching them. I was trying to do my best to like make friends. I was trying to make friends, man. I was lonely. So we would have endless conversations, and he was just really nice. So we were texting, and he was also the main way I heard about church functions. And I would like talk to people, and they would be nice, but they would never be like actually my friends. And I'll explain that by saying that he went over to, I'm honestly telling the long version of the story, so we have something to talk about during stream. So...
I mean, we could talk about Absolute Zero again.
How about we don't?
Alright, I see how it is.
It was just confusing, and I don't understand.
Point it towards the angry guy. I'm gonna try and ram him, because obviously...
It's gotten slower. So he went away to learn how to be a better Christian, I suppose. He went off to go get his, some sort of, like, teaching. Well, you hooked it. You're fine. It's fine. I did not anticipate that we were going to be turning.
I didn't turn, the wind blew.
I did not anticipate the wind blowing us into that rocket. I'm sorry. This is my bad. So he went away to, like, I don't know, become a better Christian or whatever. Also, you should be ashamed of your body at all times. Thank you for reminding me about that, Bambi. No boobs showing, no shoulders, none of that. You should be ashamed of your body, and it made them kind of uncomfortable that I did not give a crap. I was wearing pants, I wore my shoulders. They had a Halloween costume, and I wore pants and a tank top and my homemade Wonder Woman cape, and I rocked it. It was great. He would not look at me the entire night, which was great. That's one of the ways that they would just like make you feel like less than, is that he would just like not look at you like you were somebody like them, I guess. Shoulders, I know it. So he went away to be a better Christian or whatever, and I stayed home because I had a life to live, and I'm not going to not gonna follow him. So he went off, and I heard nothing from that church the entire time he was gone. It was like all of those quote-unquote friends that I had made just didn't care. They didn't care if I came. They didn't care if they saw me again. Like, I thought I had, like, legit, like, gal pals, like, through there that, like, cared and, like, would, like, tell me about things. Like, if they were having, like, a meeting or, like, a little get-together or snacks or something. And they would do that to kind of, like, get in the teens or whatever. And they would have these little things, and they would have, like, capture the flag and stuff like that. You know, fun stuff. They'd have, like, fun teen activities. Nobody, literally no one contacted me after he left. They did not care. They did not give a crap. I wasn't one of them. I wasn't part of this church. They also had this thing called membership. And the membership thing in churches is absolute, just elitist nonsense. It's just like, we are we and you are outside and we are inside and we are the good ones and we pay money for this privilege to be a better Christian than you. It's just another way for churches to make people, outsiders, feel smaller. My church doesn't do that. I dislike any church that does. This church did. Sorry.
Fine.
We're just, this level is...
I'm trying, love.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm not really trying. I'm doing an awful job.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Getting blasted in the ass. Much to your church's chagrin.
Oh, man. So everybody forgot about me, did not care about me, and then he comes back and he's like, how are you? And I was like, first of all, your entire family and your entire church just forgot I existed. Thanks for that. And he's like, well, you didn't exactly message them either. And I was like, I don't have any of their numbers. And then after I say that, I get a text from his father. He gave his dad my phone number without my permission to tell me about church functions. And I was like, that wasn't your call. You have to ask somebody before you give out their phone number. And he's like, well, that's what you said. I was like, no, what I said is I wanted to be included. That was my bad. That was my fault. I'm sorry. I fully acknowledge that I am paying more attention to my story than the Shield, and we're suffering for it.
I also did give you things out of order. Maybe this one. Yes, perfect. Maybe? That's not what I wanted, but maybe it'll help.
I wanted it whiter, if that was possible, but we didn't have that gem. Anyway, so he's like, okay, we'll get lunch. Or I don't know. I can't control it to my knowledge. Okay.
All right then.
Interesting. So he takes me out to dinner, and it feels like a date, but I'm trying to remember that it's not a date. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, no, before this, he also had a bad habit of just ignoring all of my opinions and talking me out of my own opinions. So I had like a whole speech set up about, I was like, well, actually I need to talk to you on the phone for a second because I don't think I'm going to come to your church anymore. And he's like, why? So I literally wrote out a speech. This is still a Word document on my... I was like, I can't come to your church because the following things bother me about it. I don't like how you try to talk me out of my own opinion. I don't like the skirts thing. I don't like the hive mind. I don't like any of it. So So I was like, you need to listen to me and not talk until I'm done with my speech. And he's like, okay. And he was making me act like I was being over dramatic, but that was the measures that I felt were necessary for me to be listened to from him. So I wrote this all out, and he's like, okay, well, how about we talk this all out over dinner? And I was like, the person in me that had still kind of a crush on him was like, this is a fantastic idea. And I was like, it's not a date though, I'm paying for it. And he's like, oh, of course, yeah, it's not a date, we're just talking about it, we're as friends. I was like, cool. So we go to sushi, and I love sushi, and I get kind of not exactly inexpensive, but it's sushi, so it's not cheap. So, and he brings his Bible to this casual conversation that we're supposed to be having. And I was like, oh, great. So we start discussing some of the points, and I debunk, like, all of this crap that he's, like, making the church follow. And it's like, the skirts thing is nonsense, and he's like, here's this Bible verse, and I was like, that's bullcrap because of this. You're just destroying everyone, and I'm not a fan of it. And he's like, it's not the correct thing to do, but it's the best thing to do. And I was like, what does that even mean? What are you even saying right now? And he's like, okay, we're gonna stop this because I was making too many good points, I suppose. And we're gonna reconvene at breakfast tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And then he paid for it. Like a freaking date. Like I told him not to. And I fought, but I didn't want to make a freaking scene at the restaurant, so he paid. So, the next day, and I call my friend, who is also a Christian, and I was like telling her the nonsense that he was believing, and how I was coming back for it. And she's like, well, you know what you need to do. And I was like, you know what he's trying to do, right? And I was like, I absolutely know what he's trying to do. He's trying to convert me into a religion that I'm already a part of. And I was like, this is not good. It's not good at all. So, no, you were Catholic. So I'm going to use... Formerly a Catholic. Imagine being in a church, in a Catholic church, and doing the Catholic classes. And imagine if you had actually finished those classes and you were like an actual Catholic, and anybody, and you got like baptized or like whatever rituals that they have over there. I never was Catholic. I don't know what they got. But to all intents and purposes, you were Catholic. And you had gone through the stuff, and whenever somebody asked what kind of religion you were Catholic. Imagine you went to a different Catholic church and they're like, you're not Catholic enough. And then they tried to convert you into Catholicism, a religion that you were already a part of.
I mean,
like, it just
kind of already does that in some ways.
It does, and I don't like it. Like, why are you... It's kind of like a university. Like, you're an engineering student, and imagine if the university tried to recruit you into the engineering program that you're already in every single year. And it's like, you have to be an engineer, Noah.
Yeah, agnostic is probably closer to what I am. I'm not atheist in any way. I don't claim that there is no deity. I just simply don't care.
He just doesn't care, which is fine with me. Which a lot of people are bothered by, honestly. That's one of our biggest relationship, like, the biggest issue people have with our relationship is that I'm Christian and he's not. Yeah, and I totally get that. I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow. Like, what does it mean to you? Oh yeah, there's a lot to be learned of, like, other religions. Like, I've studied other religions that are not my own because I'm not scared of them, like some people. Cough, cough, cult boy. He was just terrified. He was terrified that he's wrong, and he's terrified of learning something different. And if it's different, then why are they doing the stupid things that they're doing? Because that's what every church is like, is that they're just terrified and they want to stay in their own little hole. Which is why I called it a cult, because they were, like, teaching a lot of things that we don't do, and it was very hive mind. So, I actually caught those.
Thank you very much.
So then he brings me to breakfast, and he brings his Bible again. I was like, okay. I literally gave him an ultimatum. I was like, Josh, Colt boy.
Fine.
Colt boy. I am already a Christian, and I like you as a friend. I think you're a great friend. But if you don't stop trying to convert me, we're not going to be friends anymore. Like, I have to stop being your friend. And he literally says, but, and pulls out his Bible, and I was like, but what? And he's like, if you look at this part in the Bible, and I was like, nope. And I walked up. I got up, and I said, I don't regret meeting you in art class. I don't regret sitting next to you in art class. And I walked away. And I have not talked to him since. He's run into my family. He's an insurance agent now in a town adjacent to mine. And whenever my family runs into him...
Now they might be able to find him.
That's fine. He'll try to convert you, though, so I wouldn't want to. He's only a friend so far as he can save you. So whenever he sees my mother or my family around town, he says that he's praying for us, and because I'm a heathen now, apparently, because I wear pants. So I had to have a talk with Juliana recently about how she's a Christian and there are going to be other Christians that are going to shame her for her body and just being a girl, and that she shouldn't be ashamed of that. And they're going to be... I pointed them to these crazy Christians on YouTube that I will give you the name of because they're hilarious to watch. They're called Girl Defined. And if you want to know what this kind of stuff that the teachers at this church taught, look up Girl Defined, because good Lord, are they crazy. And I was like showing, they had like a whole modesty video about how you shouldn't show your shoulders and stuff like that.
Sorry if I'm not reading chat, I'm focused on keeping us alive.
Bambi's like, I wouldn't want to see him try and save me. Oh, he tried real hard. I think him getting into heaven is kind of based on, in his eyes, even though if you said, is it, he would lie to you straight up to your face. Or he'd deny it, depending on how you look at it. But I was having this whole conversation with my little 12-year-old sister about how the people in some churches, and she has a dress code at not our church is really chill. You can wear jeans there and it's fine. Our pastor wears skinny jeans and a t-shirt to church, to preach. Like, we're really chill. But,
yeah, I wasn't crucified when I walked in the door.
No, everybody welcomed you and was like, oh, hello! It was really, like, Southern friendly. We were honestly overdressed because it was my birthday and I like dressing up. I love how that one spawned on the other side of the wall. It's just like, I'm here too, guys!
Now my question becomes, how do I shoot it? Oh, this is gonna go real bad for us. You know what? We're gonna go out a different door.
So I'm not friends with Colt Boy anymore. His sister is still on the campus of the college I go to. So I see them around. She's still in like skirts and long hair and everything like that. I feel sad for her. They're not so ingrained that they don't believe that women shouldn't go to college. There was a post circulating around Facebook about how God wants debtless virgins with no tattoos, which everybody was really mad about. Not just like non-Christians, but like Christians were mad at the absurdity of this nonsense. Mainly because Jesus was just actively friends with prostitutes and was like hanging out with them. And then Christians are like, God wants debtless virgins with no tattoos. Don't go to college, kids. God won't love you. Stuff like that. So I had to have this talk with my 12-year-old sister about how wear what you want, do what you feel comfortable in, And if you decide to like be a Christian of your own accord, make your own decisions, because people are going to tell you what you can and can't do with your body, and you have to tell them no. Like, I had to have that talk with her. I hate the culture that's like, or specifically the Christian culture that's like, 12-year-olds should be ashamed of her shoulders. Like, our church is cool, but we go to another church, sort of, that's run by a bunch of other Christians that have a dress code, and nobody is over the age of 15. Like, it's all like 10-year-olds that I have to adhere to this dress code. And I brought up a Goal Defined video, and we had an hour-long talk of us just making fun of them and how people are going to say that and do that to her and make her feel guilty, but don't let her. So I had to have that talk with her, which honestly is important. I keep twisting the joystick the other way.
You're looking for inverted controls or something?
No, I just can't spin a joystick and have it translate. Like, it keeps going the other way when I think it's still...
Cole, Bambi, I feel like I should inform you of this just so maybe I can hold her to it. I kind of want to make Jenna try and play a little bit of Destiny at some point in our lives. Just, one, so she knows what we're talking about a little bit, but two...
I know what you're talking about. It's not like I've never seen Destiny
I mean,
before.
it would be really fun for both of us. Thank you, Cole. Actually, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my laptop charger. Because that's what y'all are on.
Hi, guys. It's the Jenna stream, I guess. It's been the Jenna stream all this whole time, let's be honest. I just can't stop talking. I'm sorry. So that's the story of Cult Boy. And the reason that we call him Cult Boy, besides the fact that he basically ran a cult, is the fact that he looks like David from the Camp episode where everybody gets indoctrinated by that dude. Hey, guess what? A new enemy spawned. Help me.
Oh, sugar.
Don't die. Oh my gosh. We're already about to die. You can't die in real life.
Where am I?
Helping me. No. That was a good job. Thank you.
Okay.
But he wants me to do Destiny, because honestly, the few minutes I played Hue and Minecraft, I also play Sims. I like the only video games I've actually played. And you may notice that none of those are FPSs. I know what they look like. I watch a lot of Achievement Hunter, so I know what they look like.
I might have an idea for how to wrap up this stream.
Do you want to do a Destiny round?
What I'm gonna do is we're just gonna do a little preempt. I'm going to put you in the character creator. I have an empty slot, and we're gonna.
I'm gonna spend an hour in character creator.
There's not enough. There's not enough.
You don't understand. I will spend hours just making characters. I'm a writer. It's a big deal, okay? Character creators are important. Oh my god, yes.
And we might have Jenna run the very first mission of Destiny 1.
It's gonna be so bad.
I'm making her go old school.
I'm scared.
And then maybe because...
We can just leave this level. Do we have all the rabbits? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We have the bonus rabbits. Let's get out of here. How did we die so horribly the first time and then we're okay this time?
This time I thought about strategy a little more rather than rushing.
Honestly, I haven't been paying attention. Oh, that was beautiful. So climactic. Climactic.
But what I might do is have you maybe we'll do 2 missions, you know, just to get your feet wet.
I love how you're gonna introduce me to something I might love, and then you're gonna immediately take it away from me.
Oh, if you want to keep playing, I'm gonna let you keep playing. Don't get me wrong.
Alright, sorry, group meeting stuff. So do you want to keep playing, or do you want me to...
Destiny? Sure, why not?
Alright, we might...
You have to reward me with hot chocolate, though.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna end the stream real quick. I'm gonna end the stream.
I'm not gonna love it. I'm gonna be bad at it, Cole.
I'm gonna end the stream. We're going to start up Destiny, and Jenna will be back with hot chocolate.
Sounds good, love.
Alright.
Okay.
Be back in a little bit.
Bye.